So I've gone ahead and got a full set of NGK's 97506s. They're one step colder. And hopefully this gets me up to where I need to get to power-wise. I've fixed all the problems on my 135, and I reckon if I can beat him in the race, that means that I've sorted out my issues. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I've got a smile on my face because if you remember in the last episode, we didn't make any power, but I've got a checklist to go through for this episode, and then we're going to be going back to the dyno, baby. If this is your first time watching my channel, subscribe. Let's get into it. So guys, where do I start? On the day, Dave, you met Dave in the last episode, he told me that the ignition is out. Hopefully, the spark plugs that I've got over there, they're one step colder, they're NGKs, and I'm going to be gapping them to 0.22. Hopefully that will sort out that problem. In the meantime, I also got an email off of MHD. They are the ones who provided the mats. And for everyone in the comments, like I've had so much people in the comments saying that they're crappy mats. Come on man, like they're developed by Pure turbos and they've got a good reputation. So listen, and it's a sponsored video, so I'm gonna proceed with it. I'm sure it's gonna get sorted out. But they're telling me that I've got a boost leak, so I've sent them some logs. So they're saying the opposite. So I remember before I swapped out this pipe and I put an aftermarket pipe. So I'm gonna just put back on the OEM one. I know that that's not broken. I just wanna make sure that I eliminate all of these issues. So we've got a massive checklist. We're gonna be doing a full service. We're gonna be changing that pipe and some other bits. And hopefully this gets me up to where I need to get to power-wise. And guys, finally, as you can see, I've been running it without my engine cover. Wait until you see what's in this box from the guys over at Custom Covers. They did an amazing job on my engine cover and you're gonna see it in this episode as well. Alright so guys, so I've gone ahead, I've stripped down the top of the engine and I've removed all 6 of my spark plugs. They're still using, so I didn't know what the car came with. Obviously I bought the car from the salvage, but it's running the Bosches. And these are the kind of like standard BMW, because they still got the Bosch and BMW logos. So I take it that these are just bog standard spark plugs that you'd get with this car. So the gapping on these original ones, they're quite big. And that's for like a standard kind of car. But if you remember in the last episode, when I went down to see Dave from All Motion Tuning and Performance, he said that when you're running a boosted car or a car that's got some works in the engine, you need to gap it down to 0.22, which is going to give a smaller gap because the extra boost could basically disturb the spark on the standard spark plugs. So I've gone ahead and got a full set of NGK's 97506s. They're one step colder than the standard plugs, and I'm going to be gapping them down to 0.22 as I just said, so that it's nice and neat, nice and small. We're going to get that back in. And another thing, I got an email, I'll stick it on the screen somewhere there. I got an email from MHD because I sent them some logs after the failed, kind of epic fail on the dyno. I sent them the logs from that dyno, and they said that I've got a boost leak. So I'm a bit confused. I don't know what you guys think. I've been told that is the ignition, and I tend to believe Dave. He was there, he felt it, he saw it, he read all the logs right there live. But MHD are saying that I've got a boost leak. Now, the only thing that I've changed is my intercooler, and I'm aware that my intercooler is fine, I'm happy with that. But I also changed this charge pipe. This is the standard charge pipe, and I've got a feeling that the aftermarket charge pipe that I changed, it might be leaking. So just to be safe, I know that these are weak and these normally explode, but I just want to eliminate everything in one go, and then hopefully I can get to see exactly what's going on. So I'm going to be changing this out. We're going to get the spark plugs in. I've got some Castro Edge oil, race performance oil, full service, and then we're going to see what the car can do. So let's get into that. So guys, as you can see there, whilst Akil continues gapping down all of these plugs to 0.22, I'm gonna go ahead and swap out this bad boy, and hopefully this kind of, if there is any potential boost leaks, this will take care of it. I know that this is good, and if it does fix the issue, then I'll buy a new uprated one. But wish me luck. Alrighty guys, so listen, that was a slug and a half. My hands are a mess. I got all hands on deck. Akil helped me out. We managed to replace, 1 second, I'm coming to you. I managed to refit my original charge pipe. We changed the spark plugs, we've done the oil, filters, full service. I went ahead and buckled everything down, but as you can see, I've stopped. Because I want to show you what's in this box. It's really gonna set it off. Thanks to the guys from Custom Covers. I'll put all the details down below, but you know what? Without wasting any more time, check it out. Oh, Oh, listen, guys, tell me what you think of this. I'm gonna install this, I'm gonna show you some cinematic shots, so enjoy this little montage. Alright, you guys, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed that. Akil is gonna take the car out, see if he sees a difference, and then I'm gonna go out and see if I see a difference. That's way better, man. What do you reckon, sir? Yeah? So guys, it's the next day here and I've got good news and I've also got some bad news. So the good news is I think we fixed our problem with the BMW M135i. If you saw yesterday, after we done the plugs, we gapped them, full service, and I fitted that standard charge pipe. The car was so much more aggressive, it was boosting a lot better. You could really feel the difference. I tried to show you guys in the clips. I did that intentionally just so you can get a better understanding of what's happening. But when I took it onto the motorway, as I was driving, I edited it out, but as I was driving, I stuck it into Sports Plus, put my foot down, and as soon as I'd done that, I just heard poof. It was like a low rumbling sound after that, and then when I pulled over, I saw that the charge pipe was blown, the standard charge pipe, and a lot of you guys were always telling me that that's the first thing to go once you map these cars. I put something out on my Instagram and I got a lot of people kind of reaching out and saying that they've got this and they've got that. Massive shout out to Lee. Lee hooked me up with some parts earlier on in the build and he was there again. So I went down on the same day, met up with Lee, and he gave me another standard one that I can fit temporarily just to get the car up and running. Now another guy, I'm not even gonna call his name, but he reached out. I asked, has he got something? Because I know that he's got a lot of parts. Yeah, I've got it, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Completely wasted my time. And I just don't, you know what? I just wanna say, like, one of the things, I'm a regular guy, and since I started doing YouTube, I just found that there's a lot of people who, they'll come by, or they'll call, or they'll message, and it seems like it's just for a bit of clout, that, you know, they wanna be, you know, I've been there, I don't know. If you haven't got something, you don't wanna sell it, then there's no point. But in rant over, I just hate when people waste my time. I'm a regular guy, but I've also got a lot of things to do, and I don't want to be wasting people's time, and I don't want people to waste my time. So I tried and I tried, I got no more answers, literally getting fobbed off left, right, and center. So I went down, I picked this one up. Check this out. This is a complete forged charge pipe. And this one, I saw this is a used one, but it's in very good condition. The guy that I bought this from was local again, because I really wanted something because I've got some stuff coming up this weekend. I really wanted to get the car up, and I didn't want to take the risk to have it blow on me when I'm far from home. So, but this one actually comes with a 3.5 bar map sensor. So if I do want to upgrade the turbo in the future, this will be a good addition to have. But with this bad boy on the car, I shouldn't have any more issues, and we should be able to get good power on the dyno. So let's get this on the car and see what we're doing. So guys, this process was basically the same as what I had to do earlier on in the video. Jacked the car up, I went down to the bottom, Akil stayed at the top. I had to disconnect the charge pipe from the intercooler, whilst Akil done it from the top and he just pulled it out. It was pretty straightforward, and after that was done, I wanted to test the car, so I decided to go on a little road trip. But this is not a regular road trip, this is a Salvage Nation road trip. A couple of hours later, I pulled up in Brighton. Alright guys, so it's the next day here. It's a very freezing, cold Saturday afternoon in Brighton. Can you hear the birds? I've come all the way down to Brighton to see one of my good friends from back in the day. That's his M140. I've fixed all the problems on my 135, and I reckon if I can beat him in the race, that means that I've sorted out my issues. So before we head back to the dyno in the next episode, this is where we're gonna find out, did we fix it, yes or no? I've been hyping this up all week, and now it was time to put my money where my mouth was, and anything could happen after this. I had to put some heat in the tires, and then we were set. It was on your mark, get ready, and we were off. That XHP shifted through the gears, and I was gone like a rocket. Before you knew it, when I look in my rearview mirror, I can see my mate, and as you just saw, when I turned to the left, there was no one there. After that, I got a challenge from one of the locals. He had an Audi S3, fully tuned, so I gave him that smoke too. As you can see, it was neck and neck for the first and the second gear, but as soon as I punched the third gear, my car just started to pull away, and he just gave up. So guys, my car has literally just smoked. M140, crazy, too much. We're down in Brighton. What more do you need? M140. We wanted to go against the M2, but I'm not even gonna waste my time. My M2 is just, this is twin turbs. This would just finish my car, man. But the next thing, we need to take the car back onto the dyno. So guys, there you have it. I believe that I've fixed my problems. We've had some fun today. I hope you enjoyed the video. This is where we're gonna end this episode. In the next episode, I'm gonna be taking the car back to the dyno to get some official figures, but it sounds better. It's just a lot more aggressive, and I feel like I definitely had some sort of a boost leak. Thank you to all of you guys who got in the comments and was giving me kind of suggestions, help. This is what Salvage Nation is all about. We're building the community here, and I'm just happy to see everything is unfolding exactly how I wanted it to. Right, it's freezing. Filming this in Brighton is not really good for my health. It's absolutely freezing. So anyway, this is where we're gonna head off. I'm gonna jump in my car. We're gonna head back to London. So like I always say, guys, keep it moving, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Click here to see what YouTube thinks you should watch. Click here to watch one of my previous episodes. And like it said there, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We out.